The following is a production of Fenix Media. The views expressed do not necessarily represent those of the company or its advertisers and may contain language that's unsuitable for younger listeners.
You know, out in Nevada near the silver mines, there's a kind-hearted woman. She's looking so fine, always taking care of her community. Bringing folks together is her cup of tea. She's out on the road and all over the web with a big smiling heart. It's About Town Deb.
And welcome to City Talk. It's About Town Deb, Debbie McCarthy. I am back at the National Automobile Museum, where it's kind of like my new home. And I'm excited today because I get to share about one of my very favorite local nonprofits, Northern Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation. So we're going to go for the gold today. And actually, I should have had a gold. I put the wrong color for my little head thing. Anyway, we're going to go for the gold. So we have one of my favorite people. She's Zooming in. I say Zoom, but she's video chatting in. We have Alicia, the development manager at Northern Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
Thank you for having me.
Well, I wish we could have you in studio, but I don't know if anybody, has been watching over the last 8 months. You're expecting, aren't you?
I am 32, so on a little bit of quarantine and to make your presence known.
Well, we are glad you were here with us either way because we want you on set. And I'm going to let you introduce my new guest across from me because she's one of your peeps.
Yes, I am happy to introduce you and all of your listeners to Cheyenne Walker. She is an SCF's development coordinator, and we're so happy to have her as part of the team. You guys are going to love it.
Well, I am glad she's here. And normally, before we start, which we're going to do, we want to thank our sponsors, because without our sponsors, we would not be here. And our first sponsor, we want to thank Christian with FenixMedia.us. We are lucky because he's still with us. He's on set with us. He's not going, I just said that wrong. He's healthy and wise, and he's here. That's all that matters. And we want to thank GratisGives Processing, Wrye, Plastic Surgeons, Surratt Law Practice, and Grille, and of course, Dee James with the music, the jingle, and Caliber Hair and Makeup, which I was just there. So I love going there, and they do really cool braids, and I love the braids, so I'm really excited about that. So normally, also, we say a little bit about our week. So since Cheyenne, I'm just going to ask you, what was your week like? What was your week like?
Well, I've had a really awesome week. We had it was called the Crush Cancer Wrestling Tournament this weekend, and it was held by the Sierra Wrestling Association, and it was a fundraiser where all of the profits made came directly to Northern Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation. That was on Sunday, and it was black light. It was in the Circus.
Ooh.
It was so much fun.
What do you mean black light? What does that mean?
It was all dark in there with neon lights, and some of the kids had lightsabers to play with. And halfway through, they had a Nerf war in the black light.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it was super fun.
That sounds like fun. Yeah. Well, actually, I saw it on social media. One of our my good friends who loves to support Northern Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation, Michelle Riggle, she her company sponsored somebody. So I'm like, how come I did not know about that? Like, how come About Town Deb didn't know about that? Alicia, what's up with that? How come? I should know about these things. I should know. I mean, maybe I could have sponsored a little one. I don't know. Well, I would have said yes, and then my team would have said, stop, you're doing too much. Anyway, so, and what about you back there waiting for the little one to come out? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Baby is giving me no indication of time soon. She's tucking away. So we're just hanging out and nesting. Working away until she decides to come.
Oh, a she? So do we have a name picked out?
We do. However, it's top secret.
Okay, that's okay. If you whisper it, nobody will know. You don't have to whisper it. I'm just teasing you. Okay, well, my week, I got to tell you, I have a boot on. And not the designer boot. The boot when you step off a curb boot. But I was carrying a case of wine. I hadn't drank any wine, just putting it out there. No wine had been, I was drinking water. And I was carrying the case of wine, and somehow I didn't see the curb. So I tore some tendons, twisted my ankle, but I saved the wine. So instead, I kind of twisted and fell, bruised the one knee, and then the box made it all the way to the bottom, then it bounced. Only one bottle fell out, but it didn't break. So that was a good thing. It would have been totally embarrassing if I had to clean up glass and wine. So I saved the wine. So I feel like that was a good thing. So I'll be wearing a boot for a while. And I did go. What's that?
You saved the wine at the expense of your.
I did. So yesterday, because I've been out and about. So the first 2 days, it happened on a Wednesday. I didn't even go get checked till Friday because I was too busy being out and about. So yesterday, we went to Live Kaya, and they gave me some muscle rub, which is a CBD gel with eucalyptus, menthol, and camphor, instant relief for sore muscles, and has 250 milligrams of CBD. So here it is. And I got to tell you, I just got it yesterday, and I put it on 3 or 4 times, and it tingles and feels really cool. But I think it's working. I mean, it's definitely helping with the pain. So I normally don't do this, but I thought because it actually worked, I would do a product shout out. So anyway, so that is what I've been doing that. And the other thing is, there is a new, not really new, it's been around about almost a year, but COVID hit, and you know how that happens. It's the Big Little Pass presented by Getaway Reno Tahoe, and Jazzy George and I are out there promoting it. So if you are a company and you have a restaurant, more of a food and beverage, we have this pass. So you can get your restaurant, your bar, your whatever it would be on the pass. So it would be either a brewery, a breakfast, desserts. You could be on here. You offer 2 for 1. And then our community goes and they buy the pass for 1 month, 3 months, or 6 months. So you have all that time to use all these really good deals. So we have been welcoming on new restaurants. So I've been doing that, and we're getting ready to see. I tell all my guests not to do that. And we're also getting ready to launch our red wine at Surratt on Friday this night, the 14th. So with all that said, we're going to come back. We're going to talk about Know the Gold and Northern Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation. It is About Town Deb with City Talk. We'll be right back.
Now more than ever, family matters, and Surratt Law Practice has your family in mind. Kimberly Surratt and her team have been helping maintain healthy families through their holistic approach to adoption and surrogacy, child custody, estate planning, and more for over 13 years. Your family law concerns are in caring hands with Surratt Law. Schedule your private consultation with a compassionate Surratt Law Practice team member today by calling 775-636-8200 or visiting lawyersforfamilies.com. Surratt Law, where family matters.
That'll be $73.11.
Do you have a charity that I can donate a buck to?
You just did.
But I didn't select any option.
It happened just by using your credit card. We recently changed our payment processing to GratisGives, who not only saves our company a ton of money on processing fees, but also donates a portion of every purchase to a participating local nonprofit.
Why doesn't every business do that?
If they switch to GratisGives like we did, they can.
Achieve real social change by contacting GratisGives at 855-464-7284 or online at gratisgives.com.
After having my child, I was just thinking that I wanted to kind of get back to the size I was when I was breastfeeding. When I first came in, I didn't know if I wanted to go under or over, what size I wanted. I feel like they really took the time to educate me on all of my options. I've had a bunch of different questions. Paul himself has called and checked in with me. I was really expecting to be in a lot more pain than I was. It was a lot more pleasant than I was expecting it to be.
This is Mario Andretti. You know me as a race car driver, but I'm also a Meals on Wheels volunteer. I've raced against the sport's biggest personalities, but I've never met more vibrant, amazing people than the seniors served by Meals on Wheels. You can make a difference by dropping off a hot meal and saying a quick hello. So, America, let's do lunch. Volunteer your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone from being bullied online, you can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org, brought to you by the Ad Council.
Hope you enjoyed your meal. And I just want to say, he's lucky to have a brother like you.
Lucky? Caring for my brother is far from easy. But he's a part of me, like my arms and legs, so I'll be his. No time for tired. Nothing can disable this love. He needs me, but I'm the lucky one, even though I need help now and then.
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community support for your strength. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Fenix Media. Listen live and explore more great shows at fenixmedia.us.
She's out on the road and all over the web with a big smiling heart. It's About Town Deb.
My town, your town, or any town, this is About Town Deb presents City Talk. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back to City Talk. I'm About Town Deb, Debbie McCarthy, your host, and we're going to talk all about Know the Gold, which is one of the most amazing events that last quite a few months. And it is with Northern Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation. And for those of you who don't know, Northern Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation holds a very, very special place in my heart. A couple years back, well, maybe, gosh, it's probably almost 5 or 6, I'm not quite sure. One of my good friends, their little daughter, Maddie Watkins, was fighting brain cancer. And she had a good fight, and she's amazing, and she's up in heaven smiling down. And I had promised her, I said to her, Maddie, I gotcha. And she said, Deb, will you promise me that you will continue the fight? And please, please do. So I made that promise to her, and I said, Maddie, I will never forget you. I will never forget all the other, children that are fighting. So in your name and your honor, I am going to continue year after year. So that is why it's so important to me. And I feel like everybody who has some, whether it's an adult, a child, who's been affected by the cancer, I feel like it touches you even harder. So that is why this is for little Maddie. And I have been a part of Know the Gold for quite a few years. And like I say, it's my favorite. So now that you've heard Know the Gold, we're going to go to Alicia. And she's going to tell you a little bit about the history of it so you understand what Know the Gold means.
Yeah, thanks, Deb. You have done an amazing job of honoring Maddie's legacy. So Know the Gold is the gold ribbon is the national symbol for women. We celebrate 6 months every year in order to bring awareness to the cause and help fundraise for our local heroes that are in the fight needing some support.
Okay. So hopefully you guys have heard that, because internet, sometimes we can't always count on internet. You never know. So I'm going to take it back to Cheyenne. So Cheyenne, tell us a little bit more about Know the Gold and when it started, like time-wise, and when it ends, and what are we going to be doing in February to celebrate the final
Awesome.
count?
Thank you, Deb. Yeah. Know the Gold is it's on February 4th is our final day, but we started on September 1st. It's our radiothon that we host at Shields, which we are happy to say we're doing in person this year.
Yay.
And we are trying to reach our goal of $500,000.
You're going to reach it. I have faith.
We are going to reach it.
No, you will reach it.
Yes, we will reach it.
You will reach it. Okay.
Yes. And then everything up to $500,000 will be matched by the William and Pennington Foundation, which is just incredible. And we have been raising since September 1st, everything from individual giving, community partner events, and people dear and near in our community like you, Deb, helping out so much.
Well, for me, it's a mission and it's a passion, and I just feel like it's something that I have to do. I mean, I don't have to do, I want to do it. Mm-hmm. But I like every time I have an event, every time I have an opportunity, I feel like I'm always saying, okay, let's have a fundraiser, let's have a donation. And my favorite phrase is, it will be doubled by the William and Pennington Foundation. It's like about 6 years ago whenever we first started doing it, I struggled. I'm like, okay, I got to get this. And now it's like, I just feel like I'm part of the William N. Pennington Foundation family because I love them. And I think our community is so blessed to have them because they help so many organizations. So I'm grateful that they partnered with you guys again.
We are pairing up with Cumulus Radio.
I love them too.
Yes.
JJ Christie's going to be there. I'm assuming, Alicia. Awesome. He's been there every year, and I love when I go there with him because we always like to banter back and forth. So I'm excited to be able to be answering on the phone bank. So I will be calling you guys. So be ready.
Yes, definitely. And anybody out there that wants to donate to this awesome cause, we will be taking phone calls all day long. If you listen on the radio to any Cumulus station, they will give you some details. If you want to come in person to donate, feel free. We're going to have a booth that you can take some photos. You can kind of meet some of our crew. And it'll be a really fun, awesome day.
You know what? It is. If you're able and you're healthy and you're able to go in person, I would say please try if you're local because there's something about the energy. It makes you just want to like shout for joy. It's incredible. And there's balloons and everybody's smiling. And sometimes you get to see the kids and the family and everybody is so generous and grateful. I mean, you can just, like I say, you can just feel the hearts like opening up. So I am very honored that I get to be there again. So join us.
This will be my first one. And I honestly, the build-up is, I cannot wait. I'm really excited.
Well, I will be there. I won't be there for the whole time. I always like to go towards the last few hours because I want to be there for the final amount because I know it's going to be matched. And to be there for that moment and last year it was matched and then they added more. Alicia, wasn't that exciting?
It's super exciting.
It was, oh my gosh.
The word is we have that anonymous donor doing it match. We hit our goal again this year.
I just got goosebumps. I love it. I'm always getting goosebumps on this show because I just love bringing people together and I'm so happy that you're here. So what else do you want to share about Know the Gold?
I want to share your total.
What's my total? Okay, so for people who don't know, my goal is $5,000. And it seems like a big total, but I started September 1st and I had till February 4th of this year. And I've been partnering with Dorinda's Chocolate, Caliber Hair and Makeup, lots of community partners because my motto is together we're one heart and we could do more together. So for me to bring our community together to come to an event, so you can go to an event, you can get a glass of wine and know that you're helping the Cancer Foundation. So what is my total?
You are, as of $5,470.
Yes! Yay. So $5,470?
Yep.
Ah, awesome. So I made my goal. I beat my goal. I think last year I beat the goal. So that means I can't be done because I think I need to try to go to 6 now. I don't know. So when this first started, with the first many months ago, when I first was a part of it, I was asked to ride the Ferris wheel at Shields. And you would get on the Ferris wheel and you would come up with a goal. Let's say you wanted to raise $500. And I knew the people I was going to call, and I'd call them. I'd be on the Ferris wheel with my cell phone and go, "Hey, Joe Dutra, please donate because I can't get off the Ferris wheel." And it was so much fun because you're on the Ferris wheel asking for a donation. They're like, "Where are you?" "I'm at Shields on the Ferris wheel." So that was really fun. And I think maybe we did that 2 years, and then we had to change things up a little bit. And then I realized I can get my donations. What's that?
You got news?
Ferris wheel is open again this year.
Oh, actually, I was just there the other day. So that means I get to ride the Ferris wheel? I am on that Ferris. I am on the Ferris wheel. I love the Ferris wheel. Gets a little dizzy up at the top, but I love it. So if you're listening, if you're anybody who's come to any of our About Town Deb events, wine tasting, any of them, bought a raffle ticket, anything like that, the total is because of you. So thank you for supporting About Town Deb and Northern Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation. But you forgot the biggest part. It's doubled. So really, I've kind of raised $10,000, just so you know, right?
Yeah,
it was double. So we invite you to come out there to Shields in Sparks, Nevada, February 4th. I will most likely be there from 3 o'clock on, somewhere around that time. I will post it on my page, so you can come say hello to me. And I will be asking for donations, so get ready, because I feel like if I'm going to be on that Ferris wheel, I got to do it. So how do they donate? What's the website?
nvchildrenscancer.org/donate.
Is there a phone number that you want? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, on February 4th, you can call 775-355-1111.
Okay. If you can, I'm sure that's on the website too, but if you can message me, I will put that on my page. And I knowing me, I'll probably go down to Shields and maybe you can join me before February 4th. I've done this in the past and I do a little video by the Ferris wheel saying, come and join me. Here's the phone number. So we'll definitely make that happen before February 4th so we can give the reminder to come see us. Anything else before we go to break? Then I may do my quote then, since I have some time. So every show we do a quote. And this quote, oh, you know what? I like this one. I like them all. What the new year brings you will depend a great deal on what you bring to the new year. Vernon McClellan. So, Alicia, I know what you're bringing to the new year.
I'm bringing a new human to the new year.
I know. That's so exciting. And Cheyenne, you have a new job. So you're bringing a new job and you're going to...
New energy.
And new energy.
Excitement, honestly. And to be a part of something like Know the Gold is just making me just so grateful. So.
Well, your team members, I can honestly tell you, they're family. You are going to just...
I feel it already.
I'm just saying, I just adore each of them. And I feel like they couldn't have a better board. They couldn't have a better team. So if you need an organization to support, Northern Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation is getting a high five from me about Town Deb. So we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about another fundraiser coming up in March. It's about Town Deb with City.
That'll be $73.11.
Do you have a charity that I can donate a buck to?
You just did.
But I didn't select any option.
It happened just by using your credit card. We recently changed our payment processing to GratisGives, who not only saves our company a ton of money on processing fees, but also donates a portion of every purchase to a participating local nonprofit.
Why doesn't every business do that?
If they switch to GratisGives like we did, they can.
Achieve real social change by contacting GratisGives at 855-464-7284 or online at gratisgives.com.
I spend a lot of time in the backyard, and I'm the center of attention at summer barbecues. In '96, I made some of the tastiest s'mores. And in '09, it was me, your backyard fire pit, that accidentally started a wildfire when a summer breeze carried one of my embers into some dry brush.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com, brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Hope you enjoyed your meal. And I just want to say, he's lucky to have a brother like you.
Lucky? Caring for my brother is far from easy. But he's a part of me, like my arms and legs, so I'll be his. No time for tired. Nothing can disable this love. He needs me, but I'm the lucky one, even though I need help now and then.
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community. Support for your strength. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
What if I told you that a tornado was going to happen tomorrow, right where you live? That it would touch down at exactly 3:17 p.m. and I told you the exact path it would take. You would, of course, prepare. You would talk with your loved ones, and you'd make a plan today. It's true, I can't tell you a tornado will strike tomorrow, but shouldn't you have a plan anyway? Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
This is Mario Andretti. You know me as a race car driver, but I'm also a Meals on Wheels volunteer. I've raced against the sport's biggest personalities, but I've never met more vibrant, amazing people than the seniors served by Meals on Wheels. you can make a difference by dropping off a hot meal and saying a quick hello. So, America, let's do lunch. Volunteer your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
Welcome to Calvin's Barbershop.
You all gotta see this.
I don't even want to know what you're looking at on that phone.
Well, you should. I was learning about the dangers of high blood pressure and that we need to get ours checked regularly. High blood pressure can increase the risk of heart attack or stroke, but this text program can help keep it at a healthy range. Just text Barbershop to 97779 to sign up.
I'll get right on it as soon as I'm done with this baby panda video.
Text Barbershop to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Fenix Media. Listen live and explore more great shows at fenixmedia.us.
You know that's what she said. Come on, let's have some fun with About Town Deb.
My town, your town, or any town, this is About Town Deb presents City Talk. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back to City Talk. I'm About Town Deb, Debbie McCarthy, your host. I am here today with Cheyenne Walker with Northern Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation, and Alicia is over there on Zoom. What should I call it, Christian, if it's not Zoom? People know what Zoom means. So what do I say? I have her...
Teleconference?
I don't know. The important thing is that she's here, and she's beautiful and smart and amazing, and she's just a great person. So we're very happy you're here. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So we talked about Know the Gold, which is incredible. And I want to thank all of my listeners and all of my Facebook, my family, and everybody for supporting all the events we've had since September to raise over $5,000 at my goal. I just want to re-say that because I'm very grateful to each of you. So if you're listening, thank you. So now on to, that would be February. Now March. It's not too soon, because you can start growing your hair out, especially if you're, it's for St. Baldrick's. And I'm going to let Cheyenne talk a little bit about it. I have, being honest, I have not shaven this head. I've never shaved my head. I will raise funds. I will volunteer. I'm going to promote. And on our show previously, the last few years, we've actually shaved heads on air, which was really cool. And normally we get one of the Sparks firemen, which is really cool. Or I think we've had Sparks and Reno join us on set, and we shave their heads. Pretty darn cool. So tell us a little bit about St. Baldrick's.
Yes, so St. Baldrick's is an event that we're hosting on March 4th. So exactly a month after the Know the Gold Marathon. And it is, I'm happy to announce it's in person this year.
And where's it at?
So it's at the Reno Event Center.
Ooh.
Yes. And so basically, we are just trying to raise money for cancer research, for children's cancer research, by shaving heads. And we are reaching out to get people to sign up to shave their heads. And it's going to be in a style of you go personally and get pledges, and you raise money for your goal that you set personally. And it can be as little or as large as you'd like, but we can also do it in teams if you wanted.
I think the team idea would be kind of fun. So how would that work? Will you just get a bunch of friends to do it to see how much you can raise to beat another team that has it together?
Yeah, if you want to do it competitive style, which everyone loves a little bit of competition.
Of course.
Yes. And then you can set goals with each other. We have a few teams already, but we are open to
new teams.
Yes. We have a few fraternities that are going to
compete
against each other.
I think they did that last year. It was really cool to see all them, and it was amazing to see that, because there's they're young adults making a difference.
Yes, and their hair will grow back.
Their hair will grow back. Yes, their hair will grow. I don't care. I'm not shaving my head. Just putting it out there, not happening.
I'm with you, Deb.
I took too long to get this blonde hair long, and plus. Trace at Caliber would clobber me if I shaved my head.
Oh,
I'm not going to do that.
I'm with you. I don't think I could do it, but I will also raise.
Yes. I think it would be really kind of fun here. I don't know. I shouldn't be putting this out there because that made me not need to do it. I just came up with an idea. This is how it happens. I wonder, if I could get somebody, in the media or somebody really fun and say, okay, I'm going to dare you to do it. And if you do it, like, I'll get pledges. So it's like, get somebody who you would think would never, I'm not going to be the person just again. But if there was somebody like that, that, you know, people would think, oh, you'll never shave your head. And then they're like, I'll do it if you can raise this amount of money. That's kind of a cool way to do it. I don't know. I'm thinking that might be good.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we can brainstorm.
I think we need to brainstorm because I think the more ways we can get people to be involved. And do you have enough people shaving heads this year?
So right now we have about,
It's okay.
I'm sorry, I lost that.
That's
number.
okay.
Oh, I have 17 people signed up to shave right now.
Okay.
So we need
How many?
bodies. We will take as many as we can, but we've raised 7,000 so far, and we just want to keep going.
Wow.
We also need barbers. So if you're a licensed barber,
Okay, well, so that's kind of what I was asking. I was asking, okay, so you have how many people now that are going to get their head shaved?
17.
Okay, I was wondering how many barbers or hair people do you need? Is that 3? I can't see your fingers.
I
3?
think we're trying to get 30.
We need
30.
more.
We
Okay.
need more.
Okay.
We have 3 currently.
So that could be something, you know, Trace with Caliber. He is involved with the hair, I don't know what the organization is, but they have a group that all support each other. So I don't know whether you're familiar with that hair salon group of people. I don't know what it's called. But so I think we should talk to Trace. So Trace, we need your help. And if he can connect us with that, that would be a good way that they could put it out there in their group. And then they could be a part of helping. Yeah.
Or maybe
that.
they might know somebody that would like to get their head shaved.
Either way.
Yeah. So our goal is 300 heads. And right now we're at 17. So
we got a lot of shaving.
Yeah,
we've
got some work to do.
So this is the 17th year, correct?
This is the 17th annual.
And you've so far shaved 2,500 heads. That is a lot of heads to be shaved that were shaved. And we need 300 more.
Yes. Well, 17. We're at 17. So yeah, just about 300 more.
Well, we want 300. Let's our goal should be we need 300 people out there, guys, that will shave their head. Now, if they're not comfortable being in person, could they virtually sign up and do a video and shave their head? Alicia?
Of course.
Okay. Because I think that's what we did last year, correct? It was virtual.
We did. We were virtual the last 2 years.
Yeah, and I still thought, I still thought it was kind of cool because watching it virtually, there was households that had the kids and the dads, and they were all together and they were shaving heads, and it was so touching to watch a family do it together. It was really cool. Yeah. So if you're not comfortable going to an in-person event, please, please, please sign up virtually. And can they do that online?
Yes.
Okay.
stbaldricks.org/event/Reno 2022.
Okay, we'll need to, oh, I did it again. We need to share that. So have you so you've never had your shaved head?
No.
Is there anybody that you have known has done it?
I know some people that are signed up to do it this year, and one is actually one of our coworkers' sister.
Really?
So, ladies, if you want to get involved too, please. It's not just for men. Actually, it's so cool to see a woman.
Well, you know, one of my really good friends, her name is Liz Tennant. She's a nurse, and she also, when I was at St. Albert's Catholic Church, I was their parish life director. I was the parish life director until I had to retire to take care of my dad. And so Liz Tennant became the parish life director. And she was one of my best volunteers, and she shaves her head every year. And incredible. It's so cool. And she does it, and she's beautiful. I love her. I mean, it's great. So I'm sure she'll be doing it again. So that's really cool. So I'm just going to throw this other question out. So you girls here, how are you with dating men with bald heads?
Oh.
Do you like bald?
My boyfriend's pretty close, so
I like bald.
I like bald.
I really do like bald. When I was younger,
I don't mind bald at all.
I like bald. I don't know. I think I think you have to have the right head shape to be bald.
I think it's a confidence thing.
It's a confidence, because you can rock it if you're like, no. I totally. I'm okay with bald. I like that. So, any other last minute things you want to share about St. Baldrick's? Any other interesting facts?
I would love
maybe?
to just share that this is our 17th annual. And in the last 16 years, just here in this community, we've raised over $3 million.
Oh, that's
Baldrick's Foundation.
okay. That's a big $3 million over.
No.
That is a lot of money. Oh my gosh.
Directly towards research for childhood cancer.
And you know, without research, we're not going to get anywhere. You have to have research. That
exactly. To add on to what Alicia's saying, 1 in 264 children are diagnosed before the age of 20 with childhood cancer. And so the research is something that is needed.
No, it totally is. And I know that the youngest, when I've shared this before, when my kids were in a play group, they were under 2 years old, probably even one. One of their little friends, Robbie, I want to say he was 6 to 9 months old, and had cancer, and his mom, I think it was, she couldn't even go do the treatments. She just could not hold him down to get the chemo, so I would go. And it was really tough. I can't even imagine. It wasn't my child, and I can't even imagine it was my child. So I'm very grateful for any of you guys out there to support the Cancer Foundation in any way. And whatever city you're in, please find your local branch and please support them. It's the worst nightmare you can get as a parent. And I also want to give a shout out to our local families, and maybe I lost the mom's name. Oh, geez, who was the one who was at our event? I wanted with her daughter, Lynn. I'm telling you, she's the biggest champion for all the kiddos. She's on social media praying for everybody and asking for help. So, Lynn, thank you for being so supportive and doing that. I think it's important that we, recognize that. And she's going through her own daughter going through it, and yet she's still there for everybody else. So I love that. So when we come back, we're going to change it up a little bit. We'll do a few more shout outs to web pages. Then we're going to have some fun, and we're going to have in the last segment and talk about some fun questions to get to know each other a little bit better. It's About Time Deb with City Talk. We'll be right back.
After having my child, I was just thinking that I wanted to kind of get back to the size I was when I was breastfeeding. When I first came in, I didn't know if I wanted to go under or over, what size I wanted. I feel like they really took the time to educate me on all of my options. I've had a bunch of different questions. Paul himself has called and checked in with me. I was really expecting to be in a lot more pain than I was. It was a lot more pleasant than I was expecting it to be.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. And they all have one thing in common. Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard, that's optional. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Okay, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. So mommy's gonna teach you how to dress yourself. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole or you have to start all over. Socks going first, then shoes, right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops, the rabbit goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears. Got it? Why are your pants on your head?
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. Visit 2min2x.org to find out more. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
How's it going?
I'm having a stroke.
Are you going to shake my hand?
I'm having a stroke.
Wow, you're not even moving your arm.
I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear. Look for FAST. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911 immediately. Know the sudden signs. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
The storks are bringing me a baby brother. We can do this together.
All right, let's go.
Storks know how to keep kids safe. Do you?
What?
Oh my gosh, you don't know.
I know.
You don't. Oh man, you laugh when you're uncomfortable.
No. Making sure your child is in the right car seat is one of the steps to safer travel.
I will rock this.
You will rock this.
To know for sure that your child is in the right car seat for their age and size, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat. Cool. Very cool. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Now more than ever, family matters.
years, and Surratt Law Practice has your family in mind. Kimberly Surratt and her team have been helping maintain healthy families through their holistic approach to adoption and surrogacy, child custody, estate planning, and more for over 13 years. Your family law concerns are in caring hands with Surratt Law. Schedule your private consultation with a compassionate Surratt Law Practice team member today by calling 775-636-8200 or visiting lawyersforfamilies.com. Surratt Law, where family matters.
You're listening to Fenix Media. Listen live and explore more great shows at fenixmedia.us.
Ready to help from her toes to her head. Just give her a shout. Call About Town Deb.
My town, your town, or any town, this is About Town Deb presents City Talk. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back to City Talk. I'm About Town Deb, Debbie McCarthy, your host. We are at the National Automobile Museum in Reno, Nevada, right by the river right here. It's gorgeous. And Cheyenne, when you walked in for the first time, what was your thought?
Honestly, I can't believe I haven't been here. It is
what the heck?
So cool in here. I am definitely going to come back. I'm going to make a day of it. I'm going to bring my boyfriend. Mm-hmm. Have a little fun by the river. Yes, it's really cool. It's not what I expected.
Well, I don't think anybody expects what it is. And actually, this last year, they've made a tremendous stride in inviting more people in and promoting it. And like I say, I'm here and I love it. And it's just great. Their hospitality. And there's so many volunteers here. So it shows a lot that people volunteer just to help make all of us have an amazing experience. So I love the National Automobile Museum. Check them online. Because it's definitely a go-to spot if you have company and family, and even if, like you said, you live here, you haven't been here. So please come down and check them out. So website, so whoever would like to, I want to make sure we give the website again slowly, so people could go and check out both the upcoming events.
Yes, so for the St. Baldrick, the website that we will use is stbaldricks.org/events/Reno 2022. And then for Know the Gold, if you want to make a donation, it could just be, if you don't want to come in person or over the phone, there is a donate option on our website, and that is just going to be under NV Children's. I'm sorry, I just want to make sure I get that right.
That's okay. I think it's on the screen too, maybe.
And NVChildren'sCancer.org. And then you can learn about us, you can ask questions, you can email us if you have any questions on anything we've discussed today. And you can also learn about some of our members in the group, in our company.
And so speaking on that, I think it's really cool because when you go on the website and you said check the team, you guys have your photos of you as little kids. It's so cute. I love it. So Cheyenne said you are the newest member to the team. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so
like your hobbies, what you like to do. I think I did check your social media and I saw something about breweries.
Oh yeah,
that stood out a lot.
I was born in Oregon, and so my very first job was in a brewery. So I do know a decent amount about craft beer. Oh. I'm always down to have a pint. But,
that sounds funny. Have a pint.
Yeah. or two.
Or two.
Yeah. So I was born in Oregon, and I've been in Reno for 12 years now, so I consider myself a Nevadan now.
Well, we're glad you're here.
I am too. It's really become home. And my boyfriend is local, so it feels like home.
So how did you meet?
At Great Basin Brewing.
Oh. Yeah, so we do love Great Basin. I've done a lot of them, and they're a great locally owned family.
Yeah, it really
I love them.
Incredible.
So that's cool. So that's how you met.
Yes.
And how long have you been together? We're just getting personal.
That's okay. Let's do it. We've been together for a little over 6 years now.
Wow.
I know. Yeah, we just got a puppy. Well, he's not a puppy.
Oh, they got a puppy. Okay. So we're going to switch to Alicia because that woman, you can't probably tell by looking at her. She's like the kind of woman that gets on ladders and fixes things. So share a little bit about yourself because people probably look at you and just see this coy little blonde lady who's smart and intelligent. They don't know that you can put up a ceiling fan or whatever, or tear down a wall. So tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah. My house has been my hobby for the last 2 years. I've been in Nevada since 2019. My husband and I bought a fixer-upper, and so I've been going room by room and did a kitchen this summer while being pregnant. That was fun.
But you did
I think the home renovations are going to slow down a little bit with a new baby.
I have a feeling that's going to happen. So when is your due date again?
I am due the 24th.
Of January. Okay. That's going to be any time. Yeah. Well, now we're going to get into some fun questions because I just think that, every now and then we need to have a little bit of fun. So this actually is good for both of you, especially Alicia. If you could only teach 3 things to your future child, what would it be? 3 things to your future child.
I think kindness, patience, and have fun.
Okay. Cheyenne, I know you have a puppy, but what would you teach your future child?
I definitely agree on the kindness.
I do too.
It's something everybody needs right now. I think I would definitely, it's okay to be wrong, to try something and not succeed. It's like, there's always opportunity to grow. And I think the last is to explore. There's so much out there.
Oh, you know what? I don't remember ever being, as a young child, talking about exploring. I mean, we'd go on vacation, but I don't remember ever thinking, oh my gosh, I can't wait to grow up so I can take trips and travel the world. When I'm a lot older, so I was like, you got married and had a kid and started a job. I never really had the option or thought about enjoying life, and it's okay to make a mistake. It was like, you got to do it right and get it done. There was no in between. Be the best mom, be the best this. So I love the idea that, you're thinking to tell your child to be, it's okay to make a mistake. It's okay to fall down. I think that's really important.
I think everybody needs to hear that.
No matter how old we are.
Now.
Yeah, especially right now. What's your favorite toy when you were a child? See, we're kind of on the baby theme here for somebody over here on air. Alicia.
I think my favorite toys were probably my pink Hot Wheels track.
Oh, of course. I like that. Cheyenne?
Well, I grew up with 2 older brothers.
Literally, but a mechanic's daughter.
Oh.
Ah.
So yeah, I grew up with brothers, so mine is always sport-related. Basketball, getting outside, stuff like that.
Okay. You know what? I'm trying to think what mine would have been. I don't know. I think one of my favorite games was Twister. I don't know where that just came from. I used to love playing Twister. I think I just saw it online. That's probably why it popped up. What makes your day better, both of you? We all need to have better days.
Generosity and kindness from this community.
Oh, I love it. Cheyenne?
I mean, I have to second that. Definitely, especially right now. And with the holidays just ending, everyone in town was so generous. Our community has been beyond.
I would say
our hearts are just exploding.
I bet. I can totally feel that. So, if you could change your name for a day, what would it be? Alicia.
I've never thought about it.
I have.
I've gone by Ashley a few times.
Okay. Cheyenne?
But I probably wouldn't veer off my regular name.
Okay.
I do love my name. It is meaningful to my family, but I also really like my middle name. It's Summer, and I've always thought it would be a fun,
I think so.
Yeah.
Cheyenne Summer. Well, mine would be Sue. I do. For those of you who may notice, every now and then I have had a stuttering thing going on. So if I was out and about in my earlier days and I would order a pizza, let's say, and they ask your name, I wouldn't be able to say Debbie. I would stutter, so I'd say Sue. So Sue tends to be my alter ego name. And a fun story with that, I'll try to be quick. It's almost time for the show to end. I was at the airport. I was newly divorced, and I had not I wasn't used to going and getting drinks or eating by myself. And I was at the bar, and these 2 guys came up, and I got really nervous. They said, "What's your name?" And I said, "Sue." And so I get on the airplane, I sit in the middle of these 2 guys, and they said, "What's your name?" And I said, "Debbie." And then a few minutes later, the other 2 guys goes, "Oh, there's Sue." Like, oh no. The guy goes, "I thought your name was Debbie. I go, it's Debbie Sue. So anyway, so that will always be my alter ego name. Alter ego name will be that.
Such a fun story.
It is pretty fun. I'll never forget that one. Okay, one more quick one because it's almost out of time. Have you ever been caught while sneaking out or inside the house? So Cheyenne, she's
Just
nodding her head.
twice.
Yes?
Yes. But I had older brothers to teach me. Which is trouble. So don't do it.
Okay, I'm going to do a quick one. I was, again, everything happened when I was 10 years ago. I was taking care of my dad. I was out and about, one of my first times going out. I was out with the girlfriends at the pepper mill. We came back late. I was holding my shoes coming in the garage door to be quiet. My dad was standing at his bedroom door, tapping his watch, going, "Darling, do you know what time it is? Go to your room. Nothing good happens after midnight." So I'll never forget. So I got lots of stories like that. So with that said, I thought it'd be good to get to know each other a little bit more and do that. I want to thank both of you guys for being here. I want to thank our whole community who supports Northern Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation, because it is you out there besides your team. And this Friday night, January 14th at Row, El Dorado, Silver Legacy, the whole group, La Strada and Chin, we are launching the About Town Deb Red Blend Wine by Crystal Basin. It is a complimentary tasting. You can just show up. We'd love you to go on my Facebook page and find the event and say yes, but it's not necessary. It's complimentary. They're going to have wine specials, $10 a glass, bottle specials, and if you so feel like making reservations, you can go early, and it's $150 for a steak and shrimp for two and a bottle of wine. So make reservations, enjoy it. Grandma B and Aunt Ellie, I love ya. And Aunt Ellie is not feeling that good right now, so I'm sending her lots of prayers. Remember, together we're one heart. It is About Town Deb with City Talk at the National Automobile Museum. And thank you one and all. I can't wait for next week's show. We are going to be right back here, and we're going to be talking about body language. So stay tuned for next week, and we will see you soon. About Town Deb.